Saturday morning, good morning. Oh shit, Sunday morning, good morning to y'all. Hope y'all are having a fantastic weekend. Mine has been pretty damn good. In-laws are in town. I think they've been enjoying it. Last night, we had a baby shower dinner for my son, who's shortly soon to be here. My father, my stepmother, my wife's parents, and then a couple of friends of ours were there. And what a good time this was. This was at a very, very ritzy place where my wife wanted to have this at, a place called the Cavalier. Probably one of the most expensive hotels in our area. Definitely one of the most expensive hotels in our area. My wife wanted a specific table at a restaurant at this hotel, and it was $500 to reserve the table. Now, it was like a little area where this table was. It was outside. They would call her yesterday morning and tell her, hey, look, you can't have that because the weather is not going to cooperate with you. It's going to be windy. It's going to be cold. So my wife was freaking out about this, and they wanted to give us a dining room instead, which was, you know, a very nice very nice room. We would end up having the dinner in that dining room. That would still be $500. But the crazy thing was, they emailed my wife and say, hey, the weather's not going to cooperate with you. And literally like an hour later, they're posting on their Instagram for this hotel that area, that table, that specific table that my wife wanted, saying, hey, come dine with us outside tonight, which we thought was really shitty. And then they ended up having a big wedding, you know, last night. Weddings are huge at this hotel. You know, you're talking $60,000+ weddings at this place. So maybe that played into it a little bit. Regardless, still was an awesome time, even with the piss poor service that we had, even with just me, my wife, and her parents' portion of the bill, with the room fee, that $500, you know, $1,000 bill, which that one stung a little bit. But it was all for the greater good, to celebrate the soon-to-be birth of my son, you know, to talk about what that's going to be like and to share that with family and friends. So what an awesome experience. Priceless. It really was. So I'm not working today. However, I am getting ready to go check on 2 units from yesterday. I had Donald and a new guy named Rodney doing a unit yesterday. And I'm not sure about this guy Rodney just yet because, well, we're already 2 strikes against him. He comes with transportation. He comes with his painter whites. He comes with brushes and rollers. But I think he also comes with a little bit of bullshit in the half-ass department. He's done a unit with Milton. He's done a unit with Donald. And in both cases, I have seen things looking a little shaky and half-assed. So I don't know that I'm going to utilize this guy anymore. Donald was actually complaining about it quite a bit yesterday, saying, damn, should have just let me do the unit by my damn self if I was going to have to go back and fix the mistakes of this guy. So if that's the case, I can't keep going like that. That would actually cost me extra money, having to pay Donald to go back and fix, you know, what this guy didn't do. But whatever. Shout out to Donald for getting it done. Shout out to Milton going back this morning to get a unit done that him and this guy did. Shout out to the team, to the ones who are working out well. Bo and Jess would end up doing the hallway job yesterday. That took them quite long yesterday. Took them the majority of the day. And then they would end up going and doing a 1-bedroom at property 5. So with those 5 units that they sprung on me at the absolute last minute, we only have 1 unit left to do, which we'll do tomorrow. We're super caught up with that property. I never got a chance to really explain the situation with the Dumb and Dumber dude, and I want to explain that situation a little bit more. They're not going to be working with me anymore, and I know I've gone back and forth saying, hey, I'm not going to use them. Hey, they're in here working. It just didn't work out. Obviously, it didn't work out. These guys would come to work with us claiming that they had some kind of a business, that them two were out there building decks for people and doing tile work. And, you know, what I would come to realize is these guys are just two laborers out there working for anybody who will give them a shot. So if they're out there building decks, God, I would hope that they're working for somebody who actually really knows how to build decks, because I truly don't feel like these guys are it, Chief. I truly don't feel like they are in the experience and know-how department. The first day that they worked with me, you guys saw the cut-in with the abstract painting on the ceiling. The second day that they worked, I had them work with Bo and Jess, and I wasn't even planning on bringing them back, but I needed the help. I brought them back, and they helped to roll a massive 3-bedroom unit, and they actually seemed to work out okay. There would be a third day, which would be either Thursday or Friday. I would bring them back. I would have them painting bathrooms and kitchens, staying off of the, don't get near that ceiling. We'll cut that in. You don't worry about that. Y'all just paint bathrooms and kitchens, and also help clean off shields for Donald and I. Had one with Donald, one with me. While Donald was spraying a unit, I was spraying a unit over at Property 5. I would end up having to leave to go get paint. I had them both over with Donald, just taking care of bathrooms and kitchens. And then they would call me saying, hey, we got to go. They showed up. They were supposed to be there at 7:45, either Thursday or Friday morning. I'm pretty sure it was Friday morning. They were supposed to be there at 7:45 to help me load out and load in units. These dumb motherfuckers wouldn't show up till 11 o'clock. Phones were off. Nobody's answering phones. Oh, hey, I forgot to plug my phone in. I forgot to set my alarm. You're supposed to be there at 7:45. They showed up at 11. Thank God, I guess they showed up at all, but they only worked for 2 hours. By 1:30, I'm picking up paint. They're calling me saying, hey, we got to go. A fence job we did blew down. The wind blew the fence down. It was not even windy on this particular day. I'm like, holy shit. So, needless to say, I don't think I'm going to be using those guys anymore. I have found another new guy. And this is kind of ironic. I've got actually Pee-wee's brother. Pee-wee's got a brother who is nothing like Pee-wee. Unfortunately, Pee-wee is incarcerated. If you guys know from After Prison Show, Pee-wee was a guy that I was locked up with. He couldn't ever get it right, and he's locked up again, and that's unfortunate for him. But anyways, his brother would reach out to me. And he's supposed to be a real hard worker. Supposed to know a lot of things. He's supposed to be starting with me on Monday. It's my hope to also have Boston back on Monday as well. And I think that I've got, well, then there's also that Rodney dude. Would I use him anymore? And I don't necessarily know that I would. But I am really looking forward to trying to put, I got this plastic in the back of my truck going crazy. I am really looking forward to trying to put Pee-wee's brother to work, and also hopeful to get Boston back. Will I get Boston back? There's no telling. 40 was supposed to come back, and he never came back. It could be more of the same with Boston. I hope that's not the case. One other thing real quick I want to share is my money. You know, I've been talking about Property 3 is super late paying me. There's 3 invoices that are super late. Well, now there's 4. And now, not only is there 4 invoices that are super late, there's like 8 invoices that are super late. Well, not super late, they're late. And I went from being about $15,000 delinquent down to $13,000 delinquent when I got that $2,500 check last week. Well, now I'm up to almost $20,000 delinquent. And as far as Property 3 is concerned, especially, we have actually stopped painting for them, and they don't know that. I haven't told them that. They're going to find that out Monday morning when they go in and they see that there was a unit that was scheduled to be painted on Friday that we just did not paint. And they're going to call me and be like, and probably be surprised when they see that. And when they call me surprised, and wondering why we didn't paint that unit. I'm going to tell them straight up, well, now you know how I feel when I'm surprised every time I go to the mailbox and I'm confused as to why the fuck I'm not getting paid. I had mentioned that I had been in contact with the big boss, but the big boss is only just giving me more bullshit like the big boss is giving me. And I just can't go for that. What they're telling me is, oh, well, you need to do your invoices a certain type of a way. Well, nobody had told me that, right? And if, you know, the big boss received the invoices and submitted those, God bless it, this damn plastic. And then corporate received those invoices and processed those supposedly. Well, why all of a sudden, when my invoices are late, is there something that I've done wrong that nobody picked up on when the invoice was submitted to the boss, when the invoice was submitted from the boss to corporate, you know? Why all of a sudden now? Oh, well, you know, obviously you were doing something wrong. And you see, I was getting paid initially, but now all of a sudden, I'm just not getting paid. So I am very, you know, aggravated about this. I've spent over $40,000, or I'm owed over $40,000, and I've spent probably close to that. Like I say, obviously there's some profit attached to that, and what is owed to me, you know, we're talking $44,000 is owed to me. $20,000 of that is late. I had been wondering, not so much before, but more so now, you know, why don't I have any competition with this painting at all? Why is there no other painters coming in trying to take this work from me? And I think I see why. This company just don't want to pay. Commercial has a reputation of not paying or paying late or paying whenever they want to pay, is what it definitely seems like. I'm sitting here bending over backwards for all of these properties. And now pretty much all properties are late paying me. So for certain, property 3 is the first one to feel, you know, my rebuttal, which is we just ain't painting, and you can't even be mad at that. You did this to your damn self. You should get me paid. Go bring in somebody else. And we look at the quality of work that was before us. Well, why is the quality shit? Because you get what you pay for, and if you don't pay, well, you get basically nothing. Anyways, I'm on my way over here to property 5. Let's go see how these units from yesterday look. I had to switch off of cinematic mode so I can tell that this wasn't painted. This wasn't painted. Over here. Matter of fact, I can see the overspray right there, so I know that wasn't painted. Man. Again, not sure what the hell's going on right there. Tell you what I'm wondering here is, did we paint this with flat paint? Because that is certainly flat paint up there. Oh my God, man. What a... What an interesting situation here. So I think to myself, not painted, easy enough to see. Maybe it was painted, just still doesn't look very good. Not painted. Damn, Donald. This is completely on you. So Donald would hit me up and say, hey, man, you know, you should have just paid me to do this unit. Well, ooh. Come on, man. Why I'm seeing all these marks like this shit wasn't even painted. Wasn't even cut in. Oh no. Ah, man. And now I am seeing dust right there. Fuck, man. You pay these guys and you pay them well, and they still just try to get over is all it is. It's a lot of getting over, man. And man, that shit is really fucking annoying. Okay. Okay, well, definitely can tell this weren't painted. I mean, we got Q-tips up here that they ain't got no paint on them. This has got dust on it. So, you know, there ain't no way you painted in here. Shit, man. Yeah, this definitely weren't painted. And this is how you can tell right here. This is how you can tell right there. And then overspray right there. Cobwebs up there. Nah, man, you bypass this whole closet, trim not hit. I mean, these are easy units. Like, these units should frickin' fly. And this is the unit with no light in it. Definitely wasn't cut in because we can see just all sorts of shit. Well, obviously, I'm gonna have to bust out the sprayer and get to working on this because this just ain't gonna fly. So what we got going on here, this weren't painted. Nah. This may have been painted. Guarantee that weren't painted. So Donald made $200 to do this unit yesterday, and then the guy Rodney made $150. I only get $400 to paint this unit. Definitely didn't do the inside of this right here. So this is another tell right here that you didn't even bother with it. And again, I'm seeing flat paint right here. This is certainly flat paint. So some fucking knucklehead was in the flat painting trim. So God only knows where that's gonna start and end at. So this is basically what I feel like happened in here, and I could pretty much, you know, solve the mystery here. So, also, where's my paintbrush? I gave dude a brand new paintbrush yesterday, and I'm sure he done took that, cuffed that, and took that. So what I feel like happened in here was you came in, okay, yeah, Joe, I got you, man. I got you. I'll get it done. I'll get it done. And then maybe you did a little bit. You probably left for the most of the day, came back way later, and tried to bust this thing out in about an hour and just really half-ass it. And I can't go for the half-ass. Definitely can't go for the half-ass. But anyways, no need to complain about it. Find a paintbrush and get it done, because this unit has to be done by tomorrow morning. All right, well, I should be spending time with family, but there's no time for that when you count on guys who you can't count on. This is really unfortunate with Donald. Donald knows better and should have done better and should have definitely done better. This is just terrible, terrible work. So we got wall color on this part of the trim right here, which is a minute issue. I've also texted him and said, hey, look, you know, this unit needs to be done by tomorrow. They're doing carpet in this unit tomorrow. This was not the unit to fuck around with. So I'm gonna stay in here and I'm gonna get this done. Overspray all over every fucking counter. Forget the carpets. The carpets are fine because they're getting up out of here. But like, look at the bathroom. Bathroom floor, horrendous. And now this wasn't on Donald, this was on the guy Rodney. You know, this is part of the bathroom right here. I can tell it's not painted because there's marks. I can tell it's not painted because there's marks. I can tell it's not painted because there's overspray, right? And then I look in here, I can tell it's not painted because there's marks. I can tell it's not painted because there's overspray. Like, oh shit, man. Did y'all even do anything in here? Rodney is done for sure. And I'm teeter-tottering between being done with Donald. And look, this is not a first rodeo with him and inadequate performance or just plain out disrespectful performance. Look at this. Look at the overspray all over this light. Like, that can't fly. I guarantee we didn't drop anything in here when we sprayed this. I guarantee we didn't. I'm not trying to be bitching about this because ultimately I've got to sit in here and I've got to get this work done. Family in town, Sunday, I'm working. That sucks. Could have called Bo, told Bo, hey, come get this right. He probably would do that, but let the man have a damn day off. I'll get it done. It's not too much damn work to do, but it is work to do nonetheless. And it's work that should have been done that definitely wasn't done. Cutting corners, I can't go for that. So as I get ready to get into the work, I just want to ask you guys, if you were me, how would you handle this situation? Because this is not, and look, here's the crazy thing. I'm at dinner with my family last night, the big dinner, and Donald is texting me talking about, yo, dude ain't worth nothing. You know, I could have done this by myself. I'm like, Donald, because I was giving them $150 a piece to do this unit. I only get $350 to do this unit. So no, I only get $400 to do this unit. So I was gonna make $100 off of this. Well, Donald would text me saying, yo, dude ain't worth nothing. I gotta go back and fix all his mistakes. So I'm like, Donald, I will give you $200 if you get the unit right. He's like, yeah, I got you, man, I got you. And, you know, I'm seeing down there, more shit not done. And everywhere, just shit not done. So if you were me, would you fire him? Because I'm probably gonna end up doing that. Like I said, hopefully I got my guy Boston back tomorrow and I got Pee Wee's brother starting tomorrow. It's time to do some house cleaning and this is how it's gonna begin, more than likely. Unless this dude hits me up immediately like, Joe, hey, you know, amazing excuse. I'm on my way to come correct it right now. Let me get some paint and get this shit going. 10:17 in the morning, and I'm looking for semi-gloss. I'm gonna start in a bathroom because we got plenty that needs to get done up in the bathrooms and kitchens, semi-gloss wise. Nothing has been painted in here. It's fucking sad, man. Sad you cannot count on anybody. You think you find guys, oh man, I got all this experience, show up with your painter whites, and then for what? You wonder why these guys ain't got no jobs. That's the first thing. How are you a good painter and you don't have a job? That should speak loud, and it usually does. Everything usually comes to the light. And then you try to pay them well to do an easy fucking job, man. And they just can't even do it, or they won't do it. Look at this. Look at this whole wall right here. It's all hair and ain't no way you painted that. Ain't no way trying to make a little tripod. Yeah, ain't no way, man. So not only, you know, certainly this is the guy Rodney's fault, because Rodney was doing bathrooms and kitchens, but also now it falls on Donald too for saying, hey, dude weren't worth nothing. Here I go, I'll fix everything, or I'll fix it. Maybe he didn't say I'll fix everything, but he definitely was. All the burden falls on him now. You didn't get it done. I got freaking family in. Should be spending quality time, and I'm forced to be here, which is fine. That is my responsibility, just like it was y'all's responsibility yesterday to make sure that I didn't have to do this today. So I'm really not even having to yeast myself up or gas myself up to fire both of these guys. Not fire them, but just not work them anymore. And like I said, I don't even have to do that because, man, for Donald, there's been a lot of chances. For the new guy, Rodney, there don't even need to be any chances. Like I was just on the phone with Milton, and I said, it's been 2 days with this guy. He did a unit with Milton yesterday, and that unit had a lot of mistakes. Milton's in there fixing that. But Milton's in there fixing that unit. So there doesn't need to be any more chances. Like, you knew what your job was. You clearly did not do your job. Your job is not complicated. There was no confusion about, oh, my bad, I didn't know this was a part of the bathroom. Well, your toilet is there, your vanity is here, and you can clearly just touch the wall and tell that it's semi-glossed, you 20-year professional painter, right? Just do the rub test. Just do the rub test. I think I got Donald texting me right now. I just heard my phone. Could be a text. Could be an optical illusion. And now there's no need to even come here because I got it. Yeah, anyways, I ain't got a lot of battery on this, so let me finish up and get with you. Oh, man. It's not Donald, it's a property hitting me up. Anyways, let me finish up and I'll share after I get up out of here. I'm gonna be here for a while. Bathrooms and kitchens still gotta get done. Tons of overspray. I actually did that overspray right there. But, you know, overspray up there, over there, floors. I'll probably be at least an hour. And then I still gotta hit trim. Cool. So a little later on, I'll hit up Boston and be like, hey man, just trying to confirm we're still good for tomorrow. You're coming back? Coming back to work tomorrow? Look at all this. This definitely weren't painted. Definitely weren't painted. All that nasty shit around the outlet. It don't take much to realize what's been done. And like, if you think you're gonna get over on me, that ain't gonna happen. Joe's a federal agent when it comes to investigating if the work has been done or if the work has been bullshitted on. All right, real quick, a little bit more proof. So out here, looked like that had been painted for the most part. I didn't see much wrong here, even though I did paint over there and this whole section right here, but there was no light in this bathroom. I told them they had to put the light in here to get in here, and I guess I should have known better. Not sure if you can see where I've painted versus what hasn't been painted, and you know, my paint, old paint, dirt and grime on the wall. And I'm just trying to think, like, I'm just trying to see, did you paint at all in here? And you didn't. You didn't paint nothing in here. I mean, I do see paint on the back of the door. Like, I just can't even imagine what you get in here. You came in, oh yeah, I had 3 kilos out there. You know what I mean? Well, here's Donald calling me now. Hello?
Yes, Joe, I'm just seeing your message.
Yeah, Donald, what the hell happened in this unit yesterday? All right. Shout out to my wife who's mad that I'm working, and my mother-in-law who just came over here and brought me some coffee and some breakfast. Mad that I gotta work. And I get it. I wasn't supposed to be working. My family was here. And I feel bad that I got to. But kind of damned if I do, damned if I don't, right? All right. And put you guys up on the toilet paper holder right there. There we go while I paint this bathroom. All right, so after talking with Donald about everything, I guess I feel a little more compassion for him particularly. You know, the excuse I'm willing to accept. The guy added a lot of confusion. I can see that being a thing. Using the wrong paint, bitching and complaining the whole time. But still, make no mistake of it, there was definitely some half-ass shit going on all the way around the board. And you know, one bad seed will poison the bunch. So if I got a guy who's bitching and complaining and, hey man, let's get out of here. We can come back and do this later, or God only knows how it all goes down. But, you know, this unit shouldn't take 8 hours. Ain't no way a unit like this, and it took longer than 8 hours actually. It just shouldn't take that fucking long. I think the next time I get a unit like this, I want to do it by myself if I have the time to just prove that it can be done quicker. I mean, they really got to be done quicker. So Donald's going to come back. He's going to run that trim. He's going to clean this place up. Or fuck, maybe I'll clean it up because I need to get that 12-foot ladder up out of here. Like I said, tomorrow morning, they're going to be up in here. We're going to run that carpet. And I ain't trying to have nothing in their way. Might as well just film it on regular camera mode. And he came and he helped me get the unit squared away. So everything's clean, much cleaner, much paintier. Yeah. Trim is all the way it needs to be. Walls all the way they need to be as well. So happy with this, and it's done. Close the book on it. So I was pretty frustrated with Donald prior to him getting over here and helping me with this, and I was still frustrated that this is how today had to turn out because, well, my wife's pissed off at me, and you know, I shouldn't have to be working on Sunday, and hopefully this upcoming week I can make a managerial change. I hope that happens. But only time will tell if that will happen. Hopefully it will. The fact is, the unit is done. It looks way better than it did when I walked in here this morning. That's for damn sure. And I can go home. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon and enjoy the rest of the weekend with family. So, hey, that's it. If anything else develops, I'll share more. And if not, I'll talk to you again real soon. As for the guy, Rodney, he's done. No more chances with that guy. We'll hold on to Donald. But Rodney, he's got to go. All right, talk with you soon.